Hey, Region 2. I hope you guys can hear me. When you get on, please shout out so that I know that you can hear. I've got one earbud in. I'm at the airport, tried to find a quiet little corner because the day is so busy, but I didn't want it to get past me without you guys seeing this. Okay, and yes, who travels with their toy toes? Raise your hand. Okay, so this Hotsy Totsy new product dropped this morning, y'all. So we have been without really good Kegel balls, right? Like Exerciser went away a few months ago. We've been waiting for the new thing to drop. This is wait for it. Let's talk about it, okay? So, hold on, I don't want them to go rolling. All right, this is what the body of the product looks like, okay? So it is a Kegel exerciser. So for those of you especially that are new in this business, pelvic floor exercises for women, they're not optional, you guys. Like any doctor that you talk to is going to tell you that this is something you should be doing. Now, here's the thing. Most women actually do their Kegels incorrectly. They're either clenching their abdominal muscles or they're clenching their booty. So when you use a Kegel exerciser, you actually target the muscle. And when you're doing them correctly, when you're doing the exercise correctly, it'll feel like it's pulling the product up into your vagina as opposed to pushing it right out, right? So if it pushes it right out, you're not targeting the muscle correctly. Here's where, wait for it, not only is brilliantly designed, but also so fun because they made it vibrate, you guys. So like, I'm here for it. Let's get ready. If you guys don't mind dropping an emoji, your city, state, something like that, I would love to know. Okay, here's the thing. So this actually has the weight in a cap. So the one that it comes attached to in the box is the lightest one, okay? And there are two others that get exceptionally more heavy. So it just screws right on. There's one button on it. You hold it down. It activates the product, and you can tap that button and make it go, or you can use the remote, which I love because obviously, the more relaxed you are everywhere else, reclining, sitting in a chair, whatever, not having to reach between your legs to change functions, it's going to be brilliant. You can also have a partner use this, right? So a little birdie told me that this is actually really fun to have in during oral, just saying. I digress. Okay, so a couple of ways to use this. It's actually easier initially to put the entire body inside, right? So lubricate, put inside, and do your Kegel. Again, it'll feel like it's pulling it up as you're doing it correctly. Hold the muscle, hold it for 10 seconds, which sounds like nothing, but it actually is quite a long time. And then relax ever so slightly, and then do it again. 10 seconds, 10 times in a row. If you do that for 7 days, you will feel a marked difference. And if you have a partner who penetrates, they will feel a difference in your ability to be able to clamp down. The good news is, here's the thing. So many women cough, laugh, sneeze, jump up and down on a trampoline with their kids or on the sideline of their kids' sports games, and they tinkle, right? Like, people just think that's normal. That's the sign of a weak pelvic floor, you guys. So if this is something that happens to you or you have clients that talk about this, doing these exercises properly makes a huge difference. So that's the first way. And the reason that it's easier is because all of the weight is now past that pelvic floor when it's in. The harder exercise is to only put half in. So half of the weight is in and half of it is out, and then do your Kegel, right? So that's a more advanced. So there's like 6 different levels of advancement for weightlifting. So any of you that are strength trainers or you're a gym rat, you'll understand like you need to increase your resistance, right? That's precisely what this does. So first, everything in, then halfway in, then switch the cap to the second one. And then again, all the way in, halfway in. I also love the fact that the product is seamless through the tail here. And the tail is literally there for peace of mind. Like, unless you're going into labor, your cervix is a dead end. So it's not going to go anywhere. I don't care how strong you think your pelvic floor is. Now, utilizing this with a partner, they can absolutely utilize this for clitoral stimulation. If you do your Kegels even without vibration, because it's increasing blood flow to the area, you'll actually find that it causes arousal for a lot of women, right? Which is great. Now you add some vibration to it, and y'all, like, people are going to start looking forward to doing their Kegels. So this is utterly brilliant. Throw in a remote. This is a game changer. And I know it has a big price point on it, you guys. Like, no doubt, $149 is not for the faint of heart. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Anyone who has ever had their doctor say, we're going to need to talk to you about pelvic floor therapy, and if that doesn't work, surgery because of prolapse, y'all, it's no lie. I am dealing with prolapse, right? The good news is I've put off surgery literally for decades because of working my pelvic floor. I will also tell you a fun fact that like your muscles have memory, right? So even if you're lazy and you don't do anything, when you finally get back to doing something and start working that muscle again, it can actually regenerate strength, right? For your women that are single, have been single for a long time, maybe they're newly widowed, maybe they're divorced, but they're not actively getting vaginal penetrative sex. They're not using penetrative toys. It's a mistake because your vagina has a use it or lose it policy when it comes to muscle, right? Like you want that muscle to be strong. It's the muscle that controls the flow of urine, and it's the muscle that holds all of our lady parts up where they're supposed to be. Every single piece of you can prolapse. Your uterus, your cervix, your rectum can prolapse. Super fun. So this is a profoundly important piece of education for your clients to understand that they don't need to wait until their schniz is broken. They need to start working it when they're young, right? And using something penetrative that activates the pelvic floor muscle is a game changer. You do not need to spend thousands of dollars on pelvic floor therapy if you're not even going to attempt to try $149. I would be willing to bet even your doctor would say, yeah, that's a brilliant investment, right? I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm going to be encouraging people to use their HSA accounts to pay for these. So your insurance really should pay for it, but insurance is stupid. So anyway, let me go back up here and make sure that there's no, do you love that I'm in the airport doing this? There's nobody around me. There's a couple of dudes that have walked by, but they're not paying any attention to me. I also love the fact that it's pink and pretty. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's just feminine. And the vibration in it is legit, you guys. It's not like, oh, piddly battery up. No, rechargeable madness. Good morning, guys. Hi, Angela. Hi, Trudy. Okay, no questions yet. If you have questions, please pipe up. I'm going to tell you, at a minimum, you should be getting one of these for yourself because it's an investment in your sexual health. Like, you can't post all over your stories that sexual health matters and then not actually take care of your own. So make it a priority, invest, utilize it. I also tell my clients when they invest in any kind of Kegel weights that it's really important that they see it every day. They can't tuck it in a drawer because they'll forget about it and they won't use it, and that's not going to give them a tight badge. So it is extremely important that they see it. My recommendation is that they keep it near their toothbrush, their hairbrush, something that they utilize every single day. Think about it. You could literally do these exercises while you do your hair and makeup, multitask. Like, it's super simple to do. And the fact that you've got 6 different resistance options in one product, it's not like I'm going to have to buy one and then I'm going to have to come back and buy another set, right? Like, this should last you a really good long while and will make a tremendous difference. And